Well, the Summer Olympics will be taking place in Paris this year. That's 9 days from now. Our Billie Jean Shaw had a chance to talk with a local restaurant about how they are celebrating the games right here in the Midlands.
Happening right here in Columbia. Think the Olympics, but restaurant style. And it's all being hosted by the only French restaurant in Columbia, Hampton Street Vineyard. Come on, let's talk to the owner so we can see what it's all about. Right now, we are sitting down with the owner of Hampton Street Vineyard, Jonathan Lopez. Jonathan, thank you so much for having me.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Go ahead and have a seat.
Okay, yes. This is a beautiful restaurant. Definitely, we know, rich history here on Hampton Street with the Vineyard. But before we talk about that, I want to talk about the exciting summer restaurant games that you and your team came up with. What a fabulous idea. What is it all about?
So it's going to be a jam-packed, super fun event on August 4th. And so the Olympics is happening in Paris this year, so we thought we're the only French restaurant in Columbia, so why don't we do something really fun for it? And so we're having several different restaurants compete to win money for several different local charities.
Yes.
It's going to be jam-packed with a lot of different activities like cornhole and ping pong for guests to participate in. There's going to be a walk-around tasting. And then there's going to be live competitions.
Ooh, that's going to be fun. So obviously, when I think about the Olympics, I think about seeing the different countries on display, and everyone have that pride. And Jonathan and I, guys, were talking a little bit before the interview about just you living in New York and Chicago and Texas. So you've been places where they have a rich food culture, but Columbia is one of those places as well. What are you going to be highlighting?
So we're going to have all the restaurants up there at the same time, and so we're going to put chefs versus chefs, bartenders versus bartenders, and servers versus servers. So for the chef portion, we're going to do a technical challenge. So different chefs are going to highlight their knife skills, so you can chop the fastest and most accurate and be judged by a panel. And then we're going to have a cocktail competition, which is a mystery box challenge. So everyone's going to have the same exact ingredients and have to make a different cocktail and see who has the best one.
Oh my gosh,
then,
listen, I think it might be easier to go to the Olympics and do this. This sounds pretty difficult.
I mean, not knowing what you're going to have and then to be able to make something, it's definitely going to be challenging.
Oh, definitely challenging, but for a good cause. You mentioned it earlier about the charities. Tell me which charity your restaurant will help benefit.
So we're competing for the Babcock Center. So Babcock Center is a local charity that focuses on folks with disabilities, and so they help with job training and placement, they help with housing and all kinds of different services that these folks need. So it's a really phenomenal charity that's local to our area.
So the competition, the mystery box of ingredients, seeing chefs and bartenders actively joining together for a great cause, of course the charity part of it, but also, Jonathan, I know the food is going to be the most talked about thing on August 4th as well. What is that one dish that when people come out and they try the food from Hampton Street Vineyard that they're just going to say, oh my gosh, I need to go back and order it the next day?
So we have a really phenomenal dish that we're going to be doing. So we're going to be doing duck wings here.
Nice, okay.
With a orange glaze and some scallions here over the top. And so there's a really classic dish from France called duck à l'orange. And so it's a really classic, really kind of fancy thing you'd see in really nice restaurants. But this is our kind of casual version of it that's going to be a one-biter for people to sample.
Oh, nice. And when you mentioned it earlier, when I think about Hampton Street Vineyard and the rich history, you guys have been here nearly 30 years, but you're now the only French restaurant in Columbia. How important is it to you as someone that owns this place to be able to share the different cultures and of Columbia?
Well, it's important for us, but I hope it's really important for our restaurant partners as well, because we have a lot of folks that are actually from these places. For example, Javier is from Peru and his family, and that's his restaurant concept. And so for him to be able to compete for his home country and take pride in that, I think it's going to be a lot of fun for everybody, and something for everyone to really rally around and be proud of.
Oh, well, great. And of course, registration now open. People can head where in order to make sure they have a ticket to attend?
So tickets are available on eventbrite.com, and it's Restaurant Summer Games. And so really excited. The more tickets that we sell, the more money we can give to charity. And so that's really what I'm really excited about is, trying to get as much money for these charities as possible.
Well, Jonathan, thank you. Listen, I'm going to try these duck wings. They look amazing. Thank you to Chef Jamie for serving us this afternoon. And we'll make sure to have all the information on our website, and I'll make sure to post it on my Facebook page as well. Don't forget the 2024 Summer Restaurant Games hosted by the Hampton Street Vineyard. Amazing time for a great cause, everyone. All right, I'm going to eat this. I'll see y'all after the break.